All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 2 of the Australian Open. And we've got, it's kind of a big day. It's not really. It feels pretty chill again. Yesterday we had some moment. We had some upsets. We had some good matches. We had some big players. Today's the same. It's the first 3 days are very, unless there's a massive upset, like, somebody, Djokovic, Swiatek, Sinner, one of them lose or something, or Coco right now. It doesn't feel super hectic the first couple of days here. It feels like we're kind of just easing into the tournament. Then day 4 is going to be just like 700 matches at the same time. It's going to be mental, but we'll go get through it. How we doing, chat? Are we ready? Are we sleep deprived? So many matches going on right now. Kennan's already down a break against Stearns. What else going on? Osorio and Leah playing. We got FAA. Medi's about to start in a couple of minutes, about 10, 15 minutes. I napped, yeah. It's been pretty brutal. All right. Ready to roll? Let's go. Let us go. What matches do you want to watch today? Because we're kind of open. I mean, we've got Gauff coming up. We've got Swiatek tonight, Djokovic tonight. Andreeva's playing later too. Was there any matches that are like on the card that are of interest? Eala's playing. Wawrinka's playing. You eat lunch today, Cam? I just ate before I went live. Not lunch, but I ate food. Bears touchdown. Didn't the Bears play like last week or yesterday? I didn't see any today. Any matches worth watching? Okay. It's a bit of a weird. It's a bit of a strange one. Strange day. There are like there's matches to watch, but it's not like. I mean, when you're looking at, I don't know if you guys feel the same, but like, unfortunately on the men's side, Medvedev will keep an eye on what he's doing, because he might be an outside threat, but it's really just Alcaraz, Sinner, and maybe Djokovic are the only people that people seem to care about at the moment. Everybody else outside of those three, realistically, are they going to win the tournament? Most people probably say no, right? Which is a shame because there's so many good players. I hope, Medvedev winning the Australian Open would be just the greatest start to I nearly said 2016. It's 2026. In my mind, I never left 2016. I'm still in 2015. Federer and Djokovic in a Wimbledon final. I'm being stuck there ever since, but I never left. But yeah, it's like all the matches I'm like, oh, Felix is playing. Okay. Wawrinka's playing. Cool. But there's nothing like, are we going to see them beating Sinner and Alcaraz? Maybe. That'd be awesome, but I don't know. Fruit any good down under? Food that we know of? Fruit's good down here. We have good fruit. We have bananas and good food. Also, chat, I'm going to do my best today not to swear. Not for any reason, but just because, I don't know. I'm going to challenge myself, try not to swear. So I'm going to change words with non-cuss words. I want to do my best. It's not going to be easy, but we'll try. All we can do is try. All right, so we've got, so much going on at the moment. Quite curious about who? Oh, who is that? Rafa's going to do a closing ceremony. Yes, I saw that. Rafa's going to play some doubles. How do they get Rafa out here? Australian Open just like throwing money into the air. Like they have just like, the Australian Open have just got like the biggest wallet. And they've got so much, they're just like throwing money everywhere. They're like, Rogers here, we've got Rafa later, We're doing opening, closing ceremonies. We're playing all these exhibitions. We've got a $10 million bracket. There is no wonder the players are asking, hang on a second, but we're playing, why are we only getting $4 million in the final when you're giving $10 million to a random person if they get the right draw? It's no wonder Coco Gauff and the players are asking, hang on, we should be getting paid more. They're just throwing money around everywhere. It's crazy. But hey, look, as long as it makes the event better, and Rafa being here makes it better. I don't know how they're going to top it next year. Next year will not be... how are they going to top this? Next year they're going to be like, and next year for the opening ceremony, we have... Not Roger Federer. Oh. Like, they're setting the bar so high. You can't really go higher than Rafa and Roger. Like, how do you... I mean, Serena? Serena and Steffi? Like, how do you top that? You have to go with Serena and Steffi. That's the only other way. And then what? And then year 3, you go back to Roger. Like, how are we going to do? You got to be like, what are we doing? They're setting that bar so high. Love to see new men's title. If not Alcaraz, okay. I mean, look, Alcaraz winning would be historic. Sinner winning would be three-peat, which is historic in its own way. Also, he's won 3. By the way, I know that I've been saying like for months, like, oh man, let's not have Sinkeraz again and again and again. But if we have to have Sinkeraz, which is more than likely, if Alcaraz wins, he completes a career slam. That's great for the sport. It's great for history. It's awesome, right? If Sinner wins, he's won 3 slams in a row, going to the French Open, trying to complete the career slam, but also the Sinner Slam. They'll name it the Sinner Slam. You know they will. 4 in a row. I know others have done it, but 4 in a row will be named the Sinner Slam as we go to Roland Garros. So that will be historic going forward if Sinner wins again. If Djokovic wins, it's 25. So that's huge, right? And if anybody else wins, it'll be a great surprise. I don't think we can have a bad, no matter what. I mean, there's no losing. Whoever wins the men's title, it doesn't matter. There's no losing. Whereas last year when, maybe once we got to the US Open, it was Sinner Alcaraz, we're like, all right, no, there was no historical significance for that match. There was no, it was just the spectacle of Sinkeraz. But this tournament does have anyone who wins this tournament, it's going to have a big, historic significance. So, oh wait, no, sorry, he can't win the Sinner Slam. Forget what I just said. I thought he won the US Open. That was a year ago. I'm still stuck in 2024. I'm sorry. So yeah, forget what I said. And yeah, okay, the men's event sucks. So yeah, the men's event, it's weird. We're not ever going to watch it. Just call me when the final's on. You're right. There's no Sinner Slam. Anyways, the 3-peat's historic, I guess. It's been done, but that's something. First Italian, I guess, to do a 3-peat. That's something, right? 3-peat's historic, yeah. I forgot that Alcaraz was just in God mode during that US Open. The Carlos Slam. Well, he has to win French as well, and then to go to Wimbledon doing that. 3 in a row is still great. Yeah, 3 in a row is great. I mean, that's historic as well, in its own way. And I'm thinking he won. I don't know. I'm thinking it's 2024 or 20. It's the start. 12 months. I'm 12 months behind. So we've got Coco versus Rakhimova. Have they played? I think they played once. Twice. Thrice. 4 times? God, WTA website. We gotta start putting money into this website because it's tough. I know they rebranded everything and they did it all, but it is rough. I feel like you just got to copy the ATP's, go with the ATP setup and then make it WTA because, God, it is rough. I don't know what's going on. They played, maybe it's just me. They played last year in Beijing. It was 4 in love. They played once. And that was last year. And it was Coco winning easily. We really can't lose on the men's side for who wins. Exactly. I mean, yeah. What do you want to see happen, chat? Out of all those situations I said, except for the one with the Sinner Slam, because it's not a thing. The Sinner 3-peat, Alcaraz Korea Slam, or a Djokovic 25. Actually, you know what? I'll do a poll because, that's fun. Sinner 3-peat, Alcaraz Korea Slam, Djokovic 25, which sounds crazy, or new champ. Let's see what's up. And this is very appropriate considering we're watching Coco Gauff, and it's, we should probably ask this when we're watching Djokovic later. But what do you want to see, chat? What do you want to see? And when I say new champion, I mean, like, not those three winning. So, like, it could be Medvedev, it could be, Zverev, it could be Shelton. It's just not a Musetti. Like, just not, it doesn't mean, like, a new Grand Slam champion in that way. So it could be Medvedev, right? Just a new person winning the Australian Open, or a different champion than those three who have dominated for the last, for the 2020s. It's been those three and Rafa, right? With Medi sneaking one. All right, so it's pretty split. Medi deserves the AO. That would be epic. I just want to see him play Carlos in that semi. If he wins the whole thing, perfect. But if he just plays Alcaraz in that semi, and they're both like going in healthy, that's the match I want to see. That's what I want to see. Carlos or Novak, okay. All right, so it looks like people are thinking new champ. New champ, Djokovic 25, 3-peat is, and then, it's pretty even between Djokovic, Alcaraz, and Sinner. Most people are saying new champ, though. Polled my family, we're all in for 25 for Novak. Hey, look, if you're a Djokovic family, then you're definitely going to go for him. Excited for Eala? Well, yeah, she's coming up later. Carlos underdog even in this poll. He is the underdog. He's definitely Sinner, and he's definitely second behind Sinner in this for this tournament. But FAA is 2-all in his match. What else is going on? Navarro's up 3-1 against Lynette. So that's all happening. He's made the final so many times, Medi needs one. I know, right? And it feels like right now is almost the perfect time for a Medvedev slam, because he's back in form. He seems to be back to himself. He is playing right now, so we'll make sure we'll see if he can do it. I don't know. It just feels like Medvedev winning this Australian Open with his form recently getting much better, winning titles, confidence back. I want to know, though, is Medvedev's family there? Because if Medvedev's family is in Melbourne, I feel like he's got a better chance. If his family's with him, he seems to do better. I don't know why. I kind of guess why, but yeah. Eala is playing Alicia Parks a little bit later. Andreescu won the W35 in Florida. Hey, yes. Let's go. That's like, I know people are going to look at it in a negative way and be like, how far has she fallen? But that is, how sick is that Andreescu is going to ITF World Tour level to win tournaments, to get confidence back, to get back. That's instead of play, she could have played qualifiers here. She could have maybe even got a wild card. I don't know about Wild Cup, but she would have got it. She would have played qualies here. Instead, she went, you know what? I'm going to go down to the third tier and get some confidence by winning tournaments there, and then work back. That's great. She's still super young too, right? She's only like 23, 24. I mean, she's still got plenty of time, to come back again. Bublik deserves a slam. So much improvement and still entertaining. Bublik Alcaraz quarterfinal. We kind of need that. They weren't there when he won last week. Oh, his family weren't? Okay. Only watching Gauff and Eala today. Champ. Philip. I am watching... we're watching Djokovic and stuff later. Champ. Are you Australian? Do you know what that word means? Definitely Bublik Alcaraz, yeah. Look, I'll sacrifice Demon for Bublik Alcaraz. I'm sorry. Australians, get back to work. It's 11:30 in the morning. Get back to work on a Monday. Stop mucking around. Champ of YouTube, okay. Phil, I'm not sure if you're Australian, but if you say call someone champ in Australia, it's not what you think it means. That doesn't mean that. It means something else. Watching in 9, but you in other monitor. That's the best way to watch. You watch the TV, you mute that shit, and you put it on here. And I already swore, and I apologize. That's 1. Can we have a swear counter? That's 1. That's 1. Over under 10 swears. It was his daughter's birthday. He mentioned, okay, so she wasn't here. They weren't here then. Cruz Hewitt in 2027. Hope so. But yeah, mute the TV and hang out here. You can't talk to the TV. Well, you can, but they don't reply. You can talk to me. I'll reply most of the time. You can yell at me. And I'll try to ignore it. Over under 20. No. I'm going to be good today. I'm going to be good today. I'm going to be good today. Me too, while watching Cam's comment. That's the best way. What does it mean in Australia? What does champ mean in Australia? It's not a nice thing. It just means like, it's like a sarcastic, like, yeah. It's just like, calling someone a champ is not the same, not a good thing. Not always a good thing. Australians don't think we take it the wrong way, and we're like, hang on, what do you mean champ? Why are you calling me a champ? So everybody wants a career slam for Alcaraz. Awesome. Nobody wants Djokovic to win 25. No. We're the Djokovic fans. 36% say Alcaraz career slam. All right. Yeah, that'd be pretty. I mean, he'd be the youngest to do it. It'd be like insanely historic, right? Hey, Riamu. Thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Chad, I went and checked my camera, my new manual thing. I went to open it because I wanted to check if there was film. There's no film in there, which is a shame because I was hoping there would be film in there that somebody else had used, so that way I could redo, like I could just add to that and then get it for, whatever. So I put film in it. Now it has film in it, and now I can use it for real. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test my account, my new manual 1980s camera. I'm going to try it out. We'll see what happens. Do you always find the tunnel with all the screens very hectic visually? I feel like I get dizzy. Yeah, it is pretty hectic, isn't it? It is pretty crazy. It must be like horrendous to walk through. Like you're walking through, it must just be like, well, I'd be tripping out. Oh, Liam. Yeah, Liam, I know. It's YouTube have screwed up the they've changed everything. So you got to change your username to Liam. Yeah. It's a YouTube thing. I'm trying to figure out how to change it back, but YouTube are not giving me the power to do that. But I'm sure they will eventually give me a button to press that I can change to channel names instead of usernames. But you got to change your username to your channel name if you want to, so it makes it easier for everyone. It sucks. But Liam, thank you for the 16 months. Thank you for the 16 months. But yeah, you got to change your channel your username, which I think you can do in settings. It's a pretty quick fix. We're all Nole fans, but let's be practical. There won't be a new champion, and Nole winning this through Alcaraz and Sinner is a highlight, unlikely if it's possible. That's the spirit. Cam is in a Kuroda suit. A what? I'm not wearing orange. This is red. By the way, Deb, didn't the Bears play like 2 days ago? I swear the Bears just beat the Packers like 2 to 3 days ago. Was that someone else? Nole's had plenty time for somebody else. Okay, maybe. We are talking about the Packers Big L. Well, I'm just asking questions. Hey Daria, thank you for the 38 months. What do you think about 5 sets for women's as well? I think 5 sets for women from the semi-finals or the quarterfinals onwards. Maybe semi-finals. No, that's all right, Philip. I can read sometimes. Yeah, I think semi-finals, final for the ladies, 5 sets. Let's have it. To start with. Man, you know what? I'll just take the final. Give me the final. And I'll take the final. Women don't have the stamina. How do you know? Are you a doctor? Dr. Hey, bro? You sure? I would love to see women's 5 sets. Yeah. Just the final. I mean, I said this every Grand Slam. I am a broken record, I know. But there's no reason why they couldn't do it, right? Besides the players saying, I don't want to do it. If the tournament were like, hey, if all the Grand Slams were like, we're doing 5-set finals for the ladies now, that, and the players didn't have a choice. They had to adjust to it. There's no reason not to, because on the finals day, there's no matches else other than the final, right? The Saturday final, it's only the women's match. There's a doubles match maybe before or after it, but you can always move that. There's no reason not to have a 5-set final, because if it does go 4 hours, 5 hours, it doesn't change the schedule. The schedule's going to be the same anyway. You know, it's just whether or not the players want to do it, but also you can't really leave it up to the players because it's not. Well, let's talk about like a money point of view as well. It's better for the tournaments if the finals are longer. Like that Sabalenka final against Zhang 2 years ago that went for like an hour. That's not good for the final of the Australian Open, right? That's a terrible final. You have, at least if you have best of 5, you could have 3 sets guaranteed. So you could, sell more advertising, broadcast it for longer on TV, all that stuff that we don't care about. But yeah, if they have a 5-set final, a best of 5 final, it doesn't need to go 5 sets. It might go for 5 sets. That'd be great. But even Zverev last year versus Sinner, that didn't go 5 sets. You can have a best of 5-set match. It doesn't have to go 5 sets. It's just when it does go 5 sets, that's going to be interesting. But I don't think anyone who thinks that these athletes can't handle playing 5 sets at the end of a tournament, just because they're female is crazy. I'm sure Coco Gauff in the final, a 5-set Australian Open, she would not wilt. I'm sure she would be fine. There's a lot of players that would be fine. There's a lot of players on the men's side that can't play 5 sets. They cramp. So again, it's a player-to-player thing. It's not a male-female thing. And plus, like Anisimova versus Sabalenka, they might play 5 sets, but it'll only be 3 hours because they hit the ball so hard. Like, again, we're not going to have a 6-hour final. We might. Haddad Maia versus Sigamund might be 6 hours, but yeah, 5 sets can go 3.5 hours, and there's 3-set matches on the women's side that go that long. So again, but yeah, 5-set final for the ladies, Grand Slams. They'll get there eventually. It'll happen. It'll happen. Especially if they get crap finals. If they get if there's like a couple of years where it's just like straight sets, 1-hour finals, which is unlikely because it's so competitive right now. But if it was just so like one-sided, for finals, then they might go, you know what, we need an extra set because people especially if crowds that are buying tickets for the finals complain. Like if the people that buy the tickets for the Australian Open final and it's only an hour and they're like, I spent $800 and I got 1 hour, what the hell was that? Then maybe there'll be a conversation about it, Maybe it'll be brought up as a conversation, but yeah, that needs to, but again, because I don't like a straight sets boring final as much as anybody. I want a 5-set epic if we can. It's like saying that women can't run marathons. Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, thank you, Bod, for the 22 months. Appreciate that. Plus, they also did play 5-set finals back in the 80s and 90s. At the end of the last match of the WTA finals was 5 sets. So they have, back in those days, back in the 80s and 90s, they played 5-set finals and then at the WTA finals. Exactly. So it has been done. And they played like 5 sets. Like it wasn't just like, Steffi won in straights. No, they played like 5 sets. And you would argue now that the tennis players these days are more athletic. The physical training's different. It's improved. Like all of that stuff's improved and gotten better, right? And gotten, much like all the athletes of today, no disrespect to the players from the 90s and the 80s, but those players probably couldn't hang with these players physically if you grab them and put them here. The physicality of everything now is so much bigger. So if they could do it back then, why couldn't they do it now? Like, there's no, it's just a player-by-player thing. Just like Jack Draper getting injured versus Carlos Alcaraz playing 5-5-setters in a row. It's a player-to-player thing. People cramping because of one thing, it's just a player-to-player thing. After Wimbledon ladies final, Wimbledon have to look at changing. Well, Wimbledon won't change. They're the last. They'll be the last ones to change that rule because they're so traditional. So, and by the way, I use Draper as an example because Draper has been injured. So it's not personal. I just picked him because he's the one that's been injured lately, and been physically diminished at times. If the WTA introduced best of 5-set women's matches, they would have to open immediately a hospital for player aftercare. Really? Really? God. That's okay. Rakhimova's going to serve, by the way. Sinner is number 2 in the world and cannot play 5 sets. He can. Sinner can play 5 sets. He doesn't win them all. Only problem is you have to remove tournaments to make up for longer matches, which won't happen. Well, that's why I'm saying, like, at the end of a Grand Slam, the final, if you made a 5-set final on the women's side, a best of 5-set final, which again, how many 5-setters did we have in finals last year? We had one, right? We had one straight sets, 2 4-sets, 1 5-set, right? The year before that, we had 2 5-sets. Wimbledon was straight sets, right? And then 24 US Open was straight sets. So we had 2 3-setters and 2 5-setters, right? So the chances of having a 5-set final on the men's side have been, obviously with Alcaraz and Sinner, have increased. But if you look at, like, it's probably a span of time when the best final over a 3-year period in a Grand Slam was 4-setter, right? They didn't have 5-setters, right? Maybe that was. It's not best of 5. It's a best of 5. It's not 5 sets guaranteed. But it doesn't matter if it's in the final, because usually players are not a Grand Slam finalist is not playing the week after, right? Unless it's Roland Garros, and that's different. But at the Australian Open, like whoever makes the final of the Australian Open is not playing next week. And if they were, they're going to pull out, right? So, yeah, It's my birthday. Hey, happy birthday, MP. What's up? How about Venus? Warrior? Yeah. Oh, so devastated she lost, though. Gosh, she was up 4-love. Oh, that one hurt. I wanted to see her play Coco. All right, here we go, chat. We got this one going. Rakhimova to serve. Coco, 15-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Rakhimova. Forehand from Gauff. To the back of Rakhimova. Gauff with the backhand. Into the Rakhimova forehand. And Rakhimova in the net. 15-40. Coco's dress looks nice. It's a nice purpley colour. As the return goes back into Rakhimova. Gauff with a slice forehand. As Gauff goes forehand, cross-court again. Rakhimova gets it back. Into the back of the Coco. Rakhimova again with the backhand, but it's long, and there's the break already. All right, 1-love. Coco starts strong. All right. Rakhimova is pronounced Rakhimova, like stress the Rebacana. Rakhimova. I'm saying it really quick, though. I'm just saying, I can't say it Rakhimova because I'll say, it's like Mukova. I know it's Mukova, right, when you say it slowly. So I'm saying Rakhimova, but I'm just saying very fast. So it sounds like Rakhimova. Yeah, she plays with Uzbekistan now. A lot of Russian players over the last 12 months have gone from Russia to other countries, to represent other countries, probably because of, you would think it's either visa issues or maybe like funding. Funding from those, Uzbekistan Tennis Federation might have better funding, better connections to the Australian Open, or for example, or other tennis organizations. The Russian Tennis Federation might not be connected, as well connected because of what's going on. What's Cam drinking? I'm drinking tea. It's not beer. All right. 15-love. Is it a backhand rally? Rakhimova goes down the line. Gauff gets it back with a forehand. Rakhimova slice. Has it a forehand rally again. Gauff in control. She goes down the line. Rakhimova goes with a backhand. Into the forehand of Coco. Rakhimova on the stretch gets it. Coco backhand cross court. Rakhimova there with a slice. Into the backhand of Gauff as Rakhimova slice again. They go backhand to backhand again. Rakhimova's hanging in here. Another slice backhand. Gauff comes to the net and hits it wide. All right, nice rally. Magda Linnette's already had a medical timeout, by the way, apparently. Looking fresh. Didn't think it was a 40. We don't have that here, but I know what that is. we don't have those here, but I know what that is. I'm not going to tape it to my hands and call myself Edward 40 Hands. Don't worry. All right, 15. I know what that is, but we don't have that here. That's not a thing here. All right, 15 all. As Gauff double faults. 15-30. 15-30. Serve again. As a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve. Marchenko is cruising. Nice. There's Gauff. Down break points, 15-40. By Demonor's coming on after this. But we're not watching him, so. 15-40. As Coco serves in the forehand of Rakhimova. Forehand now from Gauff is shanked. Goes in. Rakhimova way back. It's a forehand again. Into the forehand of Gauff. Rakhimova backhand on the stretch. Gauff into the backhand of Rakhimova, who goes down the line. Great shot. Gauff with the slice. As Rakhimova hits it in the net with a forehand slice of her own. 30-40. I will watch Demonor for you. Thank you. Really worried about Gauff's serve after that 1-point slam performance. She literally hit one serve in the net. I wouldn't be that worried. Like if that's what's worrying you, you shouldn't worry because Sinner hit a fault. Is he going to lose the Australian Open because of it? He lost to an amateur. All right, 30-40. Gauff on the stretch. Goes in cross court at the forehand of Rakhimova. Now Gauff with the backhand cross court. Rakhimova is slicing the net. Good rally from Coco. Deuce. 1-point slam was very fun. All right, deuce. Felix won the first 6-3. Nice. Medvedev just started as well. He's up a break already. Also, Hunter took out the first set against Monero. So that's a good start. Marchenko's beating Maria. Kessler won the first. Stearns won the first against Kennan, up a break as well. Navarro won the first against Lynette. Gauff's got advantage. And Frey took the first set in her match as well. Cool. That. That's a bit of fault. Second serve. Second serve, Coco. Oh, double fault. Is that the third one of the game already? That might be third one of the day. Third one of this game, yep. All right, deuce. As Coco serves again. To be fair, she is serving in the sun. All right. She is serving down the end where the sun's in her eyes. As Gauff, Coco Gauff, a.k.a. Cough, as we return into the forehand of Gauff. Forehand now from Rakhimova. Cross court the forehand of Gauff as Rakhimova forehand. Inside out goes wide. Oh, she went for it. She missed. Advantage, Coco. What time it is where everybody is? Yeah, what time it is in your world, chat? It's nearly midday here on a Monday. Almost 7 p.m. All right, advantage, Coco. Serve to the back end of Rakhimova. Back end out from Gauff in the nets, and it's deuce. 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 6 p.m. making dinner. 10 minutes in, by the way. This game's gone for 7 of those. 3 a.m. in Greece. 6 p.m. here. 7 p.m., 2 a.m. Some of you are savages. Staying up all this late as we have returned now. Welcome to the Australian Open when nobody gets any sleep as we get a forehand slice from Gauff. Rakhimova gets it back. Gauff with a forehand into the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff cross backhand. They go backhand to backhand, and Rakhimova overhits it on hers, and it's advantage Coco. 1 a.m. in the UK. Advantage Coco. There's a bit of fault from Gauff. Second serve. Serve. Into the backhand of Rakhimova. Gauff with her backhand. Rakhimova gets that forehand. Gauff goes down the line again. Rakhimova goes cross with the backhand as they go backhand to backhand. Now Gauff hits a forehand. Into the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff goes wide with her forehand, and it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. Rakhimova, if you have never watched her before, she has got a bit of a Paolini type of game. Paolini kind of like slash, I guess like Navarro, like has that kind of like defensive, consistent rally game. That's maybe like a Sophia Kenin a little bit. Just has that kind of game. She can hit a winner though, but it's just sort of that. You know, she's going to rally. But Coco likes to rally, so. All right, advantage Coco. What's my favorite slam? Wimbledon's got to be the number one, right? As Rakhimova hits an inside-out winner and it's deuce. It's got to be Wimbledon. But I tell you, over the last few years, I've really been loving the French. The French Open. I know they've had their issues, right? Obviously, the night session issue where they don't give the ladies a chance to play and they don't have Hawkeye. But Roland Garros is like, I don't know, it's growing on me. I'm the French is. Last year with the Rafa ceremony, obviously that really, I was like, holy shit! All right, that's twice. I've done it now twice. Holy cow! Yeah, I don't know. I just like the Roland Garros has been getting. I don't know. I've been just liking it more and more. It's gone from like one of my least favorites to my second favorite probably. It's just got like an elegance about it. It's not traditional like Wimbledon's. Gauff hits a lovely lob. In from Rakhimova cross court. Gauff with a drop shot. Too good. Great rally from Coco. Advantage. I don't know. It just has this elegance about it. Advantage Coco. I don't know. It was probably my second least favorite. But I've never been to the US Open, so I don't know if it's... the US Open could be awesome. But yeah, it's definitely Wimbledon and the rest. Are you not cussing anymore? I'm trying not to. Today. Just today. Won't last long, I'm sure. All right. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. RG is peak. Yeah, it's just... it's great that every slam has a different thing. There's a backhand now from Rakhimova in the net. And Gauff holds. That was like a 10-minute game. 2-love. 2-0. Marathon already. That was a smidge under 11 minutes that game. It was 10 minutes and 56 seconds. All right, 2-love Coco. Back to Rakhimova. It's 1 a.m. in London. Nice. As the return goes back into Rakhimova. Back in it from Gauff. As Rakhimova into the forehand of Gauff. Down the line to the back of Rakhimova. She goes back down the line. Gauff slices it back. Rakhimova goes down the line again with a forehand. Gauff's got it. Into the back of Rakhimova. Gauff with a drop shot. That's a second drop shot winner. She's hitting like 4 points. Love 15. Beautiful drop shots from Coco. And now it's midday. Happy midday. Cheers. Lots of drunk New Yorkers at the US Open. That sounds fun. All right, 15. Love 15. Serve Rakhimova. As the return goes into the back into Rakhimova. Rakhimova in the net. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. Serve again from Rakhimova. Gauff gets it back, and then Rakhimova down the line with a backhand winner. Your bottle is bigger than you. Yeah, got to stay hydrated. It's a hot day. Got to stay hydrated. Ah, 15:30. So many players complaining about the smell of weed at the US Open. Yeah, yeah, I agree. That's a disgrace. Right? I'd say, Chad, lucky they don't have any tournaments in Amsterdam. That would be, players wouldn't last if that was if that was a problem. I've been there once. It smells different. 15:30. Let's go to serve again. Into the forehand of Gauff. Return goes in the forehand of Rakhimova. Good shot. Gauff gets it back. Rakhimova backhand cross-court in the net. And it's 15:40. Coco for the double break. What's Coco wearing? She usually wears a Wonder Woman outfit. Does she? She's wearing a dress. Okay. 15:40. Gauff for the double break. Rakhimova serves. Out wide. Gauff gets it back. Rakhimova down the middle with the backhand. Gauff goes deep with her backhand. Now she slices at Coco as we got a forehand from Rakhimova cross court. Gauff gets it but hits it in the net on the forehand. As Rakhimova throws the fist and it's 30-40. 30-40. Still break point for Coco. As a return from Gauff goes into the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff with the lob. Rakhimova on the attack with a forehand inside out forehand winner. And it's deuce and another throw in the fist. I only smelled weed outside the facilities, maybe by the outside practice courts. Fair enough. Cam, we have to be tolerant. What? Bro, I'm one of the most tolerant people. I'm too tolerant. Deb, is that right? Deuce. Deb's out there celebrating the Bears. As Gauff hits a return winner on the backhand. Why is the tennis not on tennis TV? Why tennis not on TV channel? I have no idea. Depends where you are. All right, advantage, Coco. So we get a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Rakhimova. And he's into the forehand of Gauff. Into that backhand of Rakhimova. Gauff backhand again to the backhand of Rakhimova. She goes down the line, deep into the forehand of Gauff. And then Rakhimova in the net with her backhand. Kind of two shots in the same in the row, Rakhimova. She hits a backhand deep, which was a great shot, and then the backhand halfway up the net. 20 minutes played, 3 games to Gauff. What night match are we doing, if any? We're watching both night matches. We're watching Swiatek and we're watching Djokovic. If you are new to the channel, we watch every Swiatek and every Djokovic match. Like, that's the tennis talk guarantee. And Alcaraz and Sinner. Like, we watch them unless like a natural disaster. That's it. So yeah, so we are watching both of them. TV is ancient technology. The match is on ESPN2 in America. There you go. Yeah, I've heard that the ESPN coverage wasn't great. I don't know why. Was it because they're not showing the matches people want to watch? Like, does anyone know what the deal is?
Eight horses playing today, smiling, imp smiling, imp smiling, imp.
Thank you, Blunder, for the $2. 8 Aussies playing today. Nice. It's 10-10 at the half. Nice. All right. 3 love, Coco. Seems like you watch every Coco match as well. I try and watch all the big, Sabalenka as well, all the top players on the WTA as well. There's Gauff, it's a lovely backhand winner down the line. Rakhimova couldn't even get a racket to it. Hey, Rakhimova racket. Ha. Mats Wilander said Eala will be top 10 player. Well, Mats Wilander is a smart man, and I respect him. As we return now from Rakhimova. Gauff with a forehand slice approach. The lob's up, but it's not high enough from Rakhimova, and Gauff puts a smash away easily. And it's 30 love. There's a solid smash from Coco. All right, 30 love. As Gauff double faults. Now, she double faulted 3 times down the far end. This is not where the sun is in her eyes. So that's double fault was just off a bad serve. Talk about Venus, Cam. She played yesterday. Unfortunately, she lost. What do you want from me? Ask me a question about Venus and we can talk about Venus. Winner of this play is Danilovic, by the way, who beat Venus yesterday. Also, chat, we're almost at 200 likes. Appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe as well. We've got plenty of stuff going on today on day 2. As we're 4-1 now to 4-1 rally. And no, Gauff hit it long. 30 all. Chance for Rakhimova to get one of these back. Serve. Down the tee to the backhand of Rakhimova. Return the forehand of Gauff. Rakhimova with a backhand on the stretch. Gauff goes down the line with a backhand. Rakhimova gets there, but the forehand is in the net. And it's 40-30. Eala versus Sparks. 40-30. No, it's coming up in a couple hours. There's a backhand Rakhimova down the line. Great shot. Hit the back of the baseline, and Gauff hit it wide. And we get to deuce. Medvedev, by the way, was up a break. Now he's down 3-2. And FAA won the first set against Borges. No matches completed yet. Lynette's up a break in the second against Navarro. Frez about to win. All right, Coco hits that out as well. Advantage Rakhimova. Venus and Nole should retire. They have enough money. Okay. Have to upgrade to Ultimate to watch all the matches. So wait, so you pay for the service and then you've got to pay more for the service to get more. That sounds like paying to watch a streaming service and getting ads. So you've got to buy the okay. That sounds fun. Anyways, backhand goes down the line into the forehand of Coco. Coco hits it long. Rakhimova gets one back. And it's 3-1 to Gauff. 3-1. Intuitive Tennis spent time talking about ESPN service for watching the AO. He said he pays 20 times what he used to pay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the same here. Everything is expensive. It's going up and up, unfortunately. I mean, the service in Australia is it's like a Netflix service. It's like an Australian Netflix version. You buy it, but then in order to watch sports, you have to buy a sports package. So you go from like, I'm going to pay $15 a month for the streaming service, but then if you want to watch sport, it's an extra $15 or $20. So you can't just pay one thing and get everything. You got to like pay for all the. I mean, that's just normal. That's how television used to be, right? That's how cable used to be, right? So we've just gone full circle. We've gone from like cable, and then streaming was good, and now streaming is cable. And you're like, oh, okay. I love 30. As we just said, now the backhand of Gauff. 4 now from Rakhimova. Gauff with the forehand again. The forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff backhand into the Rakhimova backhand as Gauff goes down the middle. Rakhimova goes cross court with her forehand. Gauff goes down the line with hers as we get a backhand from Rakhimova off the tape. Gauff with the backhand as Rakhimova goes down the line, down the middle to the Gauff forehand. And then Rakhimova eventually overhits her backhand. It's love 40. Love 40. Why isn't there one app where we could watch men's, women's, slams, exos, everything at once? I don't get it. Well, if that was one app, it'd be $300 a week. It'd be $1,000 a month. But no, I mean, look. I don't know where you can watch the slams, but I can tell you we can watch the ATP and WTA for the most part. Exhibitions excluded, but ATP have got tennis TV. WTA TV is WTA has got WTA. So for like 70-80% of your tennis viewing outside the actually for all your tennis viewing outside the slams, besides Davis Cup and exhibitions, those are the two that I use, and they cover all the 1000s. They cover all the tournaments that we watch. For the slams, I can't help you because every country has a different version of a different way to watch. So I don't know. It's depending on you. And plus, every slam is a different way to watch too. I mean, not all the slams are on one platform. In some countries, they're on 2 or 3. depending on the tournament. Anyway, it's 15-40. So it's a little bit of a, it's a mixed bag. Gauff hits a lovely winner, and there's double break again, 4-1. It's just a bit, it's good the slams are all independent, right? So they make their broadcast deals independently of each other, right? The ATP, WTA are two independent bodies. It's just that's the price we have to pay for segmented organizations in tennis, right? If tennis was under one banner, like the NBA or the NFL or, Premier League, it'd probably be on one place, but tennis isn't like that. Tennis is very disjointed, It's all over the shop. All right. Why isn't tennis under one banner? It never was. The ATP came around 1990 in the WTA, and that was to kind of make, because back in the 80s and the 70s, when the Open era happened, right? And I'm probably going to get some wrong, so don't hold me to this, but there would be you got your Grand Slams, you've got your pro tournaments, but then there'll be all these money tournaments that they'd play too. Because remember in the early days of professional tennis, getting paid to play, there was no they didn't set up an organization at the start. It was okay, well these tournaments, all the tournaments were kind of their own thing, right? And they'd go play prize money events over here, or they'd go play the Grand Slams, and it'd be just so all over the place. And then the ATP and WTA formed and tried to bring everything together as best they could, but the slams and the slams were still we're doing our own thing, right? So yeah, it's just a mess. It's a bit of a mess. All right, love 15. There's Coco with a 4-1 lead. As it a backhand rally. Forehand now from Gauff cross court. Into the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff goes down the line. Rakhimova's there with a backhand. Bit of a moon ball. Into the forehand of Gauff as Rakhimova backhand again down the line. Gauff hits it off the tape. It goes in. Rakhimova's coming to the net. Gauff for the pass. Too good. She says sorry. 15-0. 15-0. All right, 15-0. In the 70s, I had to go to Aussie to watch Wimbledon on TV and in Melbourne. You had to go to where? You had to come to Australia to watch Wimbledon? That's a lot of effort. Wait, where from where though? Coming from where? Coming from what place were you coming from? As the return goes into the backhand of Gauff. Rakhimova forehand goes cross court into the forehand of Gauff, and Gauff in the net. 15-30. It's been a pretty sloppy match. Oh, from New Zealand. Okay. That doesn't seem... So New Zealand didn't show Wimbledon back in the 70s. That's interesting. I remember growing up in the 2000s, we couldn't watch the French Open until you had to pay for cable. Even now, I don't think the French Open is shown on free TV. Maybe it is a little bit more, but yeah, back in the 2000s, yeah. Gauff 30-0. And the US Open used to only be on sometimes. It wasn't always on. I think it was the quarterfinals onwards. The second week they showed the US Open. It's weird. Wimbledon and Australian Open were on all the time. They'd never show the ATP finals or anything. 4-4 rally. Coco trying to go to 5-1 here. It's been a long 34-minute set for 5 games. It's interesting. Forehand rally is Rakhimova again to the forehand of Gauff. Rakhimova again to the backhand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. 30-40. Again, sloppy shots. And it's 30-40. Rakhimova to get back one of the breaks again. What time is Parks Eala? That is coming up probably in the next hour or two. It's after a men's match, which is in the second set. So it probably comes on around probably after this match, possibly. Yeah, I'd say probably in the next hour. Minimum. Minimum. All right, return goes to the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Rakhimova. Gauff forehand again. The backhand of Rakhimova is Gauff with a drop shot. Rakhimova gets this one, but overhits it. Gauff's drop shots are working well. They're effective in this match. And we get to deuce. Pliskova-Stevens should be interesting. That will be interesting, yes. We'll keep an eye on that score as well. Okay, we get to deuce. A fault from Gauff. Oh, and then a double fault. She is serving in the sun. She is serving in the sun, but that's 5 double faults in 3 games. All right, it's advantage Rakhimova to get back one of the breaks. Serve again. Into the backhand of Rakhimova. Rakhimova hits it long, and it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. By the way, Chad, I've got End of the Beginning, that song, stuck in my... I heard this like really good remix, and that song is stuck in my head. It was like this 80s synth remix, and I was like, that is so sick. And I can't stop thinking about it. Anyways, backhand winner by Rakhimova. Now you won't be able to stop. Advantage Rakhimova, and I'm not sorry, it's a good song. Advantage Rakhimova. Advantage Rakhimova. As we get a return from Rakhimova to the front of Gauff. Rakhimova cross-court forehand. Gauff gets it back. It lands on the baseline. Rakhimova digs it out. Backhand now from Coco. As Rakhimova goes back into Coco again. And then Rakhimova in the net. Good rally from Gauff. Stearns wins. Nice. And we get the deuce. Stop fighting. Stop fighting in the chat. If you want to fight, go fight in the Australian Open chat, because that's where people get angry and yell at each other. Not here. No fighting. No fighting. I'm not swearing. No fighting. No fighting. You can disagree, but no fighting. Take that shit outside. That's 3. Smash from Gauff. She puts it away. Advantage Coco for a 5-1 lead. Yeah, take that out to the car park. 7-minute game, by the way. Coco's played 2 marathon games down that end. Is it crazy hot there like it was in Perth? Not at the moment. I mean, it depends on what crazy hot means. What do you mean by crazy hot? I'll give you a temperature update. Backhand to backhand rally. Gauff goes into the front of Rakhimova. Rakhimova in the net, and Gauff stays up the double break. 5-1. By the way, on Saturday, it's going to be 40 degrees and thunderstorms. Woo! It's 31 today, 32 tomorrow. Then it cools down a little bit, 23 Thursday, and then it goes back up to 31, 40, 33, 30, which if you're from America, I don't know what that is. 40 is like 105. So it probably goes between 90 and 110 for like 4 days in a row. But right now it is Yeah, it's about 29 degrees. So it's not unbearable. It's a nice summer's day. Or if you're in the UK, it's a heat wave. 5-1. As it a forehand down the line, into the backhand of Rakhimova. Gauff with her forehand goes cross court. Rakhimova, for some reason, stood inside the baseline, I guess expecting Gauff to hit a drop shot or something from back there, but great pickup by Gauff and hit it real deep into the corner. Love 15. It's minus 20 here next week. That's too cold. That's too cold. That's like icicles on your beard cold. Like your hair freezes over cold. Love 15. Serving to the backhand of Gauff. To the backhand of Rakhimova. She hits it in the net, love 30. Tomorrow, wind chill is going to be minus 25. It's lovely outside. I got denim jeans on and it's not so hot. Yeah, I haven't been outside yet. I'll go outside after the next few matches, I think. And I'll get burnt. I'll be as red as my shirt today. I'll blend in with my shirt. Love 30. Serve. Into the forehand of Gauff. Rakhimova backhand deep into the backhand of Gauff. Cross backhand from Rakhimova. Gauff goes down the line with hers. As Gauff comes to the net and puts away the short ball. And takes love 40. Mama Gauff in the house. She loves it. She's wearing a Dimenti Coco hat. Straight out of 2004 Ed Hardy catalogue. Love 40. I can bring my water bottle outside. That's true. Put on sunscreen. I could do that too. The options are limitless. Love 40. Court 6 is packed. I don't doubt it. 4-4 rally. As Gauff has set point. That goes down the line from Rakhimova. Gauff gets the backhand back. To the backhand of Rakhimova. Gauff cross court. Rakhimova gets it. Great shot. Coco slice forehand goes in. Rakhimova making Gauff move. Now she hits backhand cross court. Gauff's doing great defensively, but misses the down the line backhand. And it's 15-40. She had a chance, Coco, but she was defending pretty much the entire rally. All right, 15-40. Still set point. Okay. As with a 4-4 rally, Gauff goes down the line with her forehand. Rakhimova with a backhand, and Gauff hits it halfway up the net, and it's 30-40. Cam, is it humid in Australia? Never been. But I lived in 10 years in India, and the worst thing ever was the humidity is a killer. No, it's not super humid in Melbourne. It's usually just really, really dry. 30-40. Serve out wide is an ace. All right, nice. And it's deuce. Love 40 gets to deuce. Court 6 is a party court. They have balconies and wine and drinks. That sounds safe. As we're to serve now out wide to the forehand of Gauff. Forehand now from Rakhimova goes into the forehand of Gauff again. Rakhimova in control. As Gauff gets another forehand defensively to the backhand. Rakhimova with a drop shot winner. Too good. Beautiful drop shot winner. Coco was too far back. Advantage. Yeah. Party court, court 6 with a balcony and wine. That sounds like a serious combination. Drinking wine on a hot day on a balcony. It sounds lovely until you miss the rail and you can't find the rail, you know? If you're scared of heights and you're drinking a beer on a hot day, it sounds like a nightmare. All right. Gauff hits a return winner in the corner. Inside out return forehand winner. And we get the deuce. Doesn't sound fun either, yeah. All right, beautiful return winner by Coco. Right in the corner. Right into the corner. As we get a fault second serve. Second serve. Double fault Rakhimova. Gauff's got another set point. All right. Advantage Gauff. Again, chat, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. Day 2 of the action. Don't forget to like the video as well. Also, hype the video and do 7 other things because YouTube just make everybody work for their efforts. Backhand down the line. As we had a drop shot, tell your friends, invite 1 friend each, and then we'll double the stream. Backhand goes in from Gauff, but Rakhimova puts away with a forehand, and it's back to deuce. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hype, share, tell a friend, donate, become a member, talk in the chat, follow every other social media platform that I set up for this channel. Make clips. Rakhimova gets lucky on the tape. It's advantage Rakhimova. So yeah, you only got to do a couple of things. Send positive vibes. Well, that's the main thing. Do that. That's free. You don't have if nothing else, send positive vibes. That's all we need. Nothing else. All the other stuff is useless without positive vibes. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. It's T. Advantage Rakhimova. Serving to the back of the Gauff. Return goes to the back of Rakhimova. Down the line's a good shot. Gauff with a forehand in the net. Rakhimova survives. I love 40. All right. Following your channel is like a full-time job. Yeah, I got to start paying you guys to do all that shit. That's number 4. All right. I used my hypes already. Dutchy. Okay. Did you hear about Zhang not being able to accept 150 prize money? Oh, you're talking about the qualifier? Yeah. The college player? Yeah. I heard about it. I didn't watch. I saw that Lindsay Davenport was talking about it on Tennis Show. I didn't watch the video. But I heard that was a thing. Americans, enlighten me. What does this mean? I don't understand. I know there's like a rule that like college players in any sport can't earn money through sponsors or through, well, at least it used to be like through prize money. Because didn't like, there was an American last year that won a match in a Grand Slam and they didn't get prize money either, right? But can you enlighten me? What's the deal? What will be match of the day for you today in the night session tonight? I think Vekic Andreeva is probably the best match of the night, but for the day session, I don't know. Quarter got edged out by Zhang. Very good break, yeah. But yeah, he doesn't get any of that. It goes to the school, right? All the prize money goes to the school or goes to the USTA or something? Yeah, it's not new, but it's just when it happens, it's spoken about. But yeah, I know it's not a new rule. Love 15. Gauff serving for the set. When you're in college, you can only accept a certain amount of prize money from pro tournaments like something. Okay. So he's already reached the cap. Whatever, if it's like 50 grand or whatever it is. I'll tell you what, I don't think Zhang's going to be going to college much longer. Because if he did that, he's probably going, I'm going to go pro after this tournament. I'm going to go pro. I don't need to go to school. I'm going to go pro. 15-0. As we just serve from Gauff. Into the back of Rakhimova. Backhand from Gauff. Into the back of Rakhimova. Gauff Into the backhand of Rakhimova again as Gauff goes down the line. Rakhimova forehand on the stretch. Gauff gets it with a drop shot. Rakhimova's going to get this one, but she hits it wide. Good running, 30-40, 30-15. All right, 30-15. As Gauff serves again. As the return goes into the forehand of Gauff. Forehand now from Rakhimova. Gauff picks it up with a forehand deep into the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff goes down the line. Rakhimova with a backhand cross. Gauff gets it into the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff doing a lot of running. Rakhimova also doing a lot of running with an angled forehand in the net from Rakhimova. And Coco takes another set point. 40-15. He said he's going to finish college. He only has one semester left. Oh, look, yeah. I mean, look, smart guy. You know, I mean, if it was his first year of college, he's probably quit, right? By the way, that was a great body serve, but Rakhimova somehow defended it back. Medi doing Medi things, or no? What's happening? Serve to the backhand of Rakhimova. As Gauff backhand into the back of Rakhimova. Again, the backhand of Gauff. Gauff in the net, 40-30. Another one saved. It's 5 saved. 40-30. Oh, Borges took the second against Aliassime. Ooh. Medvedev at 5-all in his match. All right, great serve from Coco down the tee. She takes the first, 6-2. That was a long 6-2. 51 minutes. Almost an hour for a 6-2. What in the heck? What the heck? All right. Marathon. 8 games. Jeez. Brutal. Are there any notable doubles, WTA doubles teams? I think Venus is playing doubles, right? She's playing a doubles. I'm not sure who she's playing with, but she's playing doubles, I'm pretty sure. Lynette is certainly causing trouble for versus Navarro. Roddick picked Navarro upset. So did I. I picked the Navarro upset as well, and people laughed. I also picked Koshik to make the quarterfinals. You can laugh at me. You can laugh. It's fine. Coco going 4 hours? Yeah, so Coco could play a 5-setter, right? A 6-2 first set. She could play 5 sets. Yeah, it was just, there was 2 games in that set where Coco played like almost 10 minutes. Well, one was 10 minutes. Service games that were like long. Even the Rakhimova serve, there was a couple of long games there. You only need 2 or 3, 8-minute games, and it's gonna blow out, Navarro should beat injured Lynette. Well, yeah, Lynette had a medical timeout already too. So Marchenko beat Maria. That just happened. Hunter's about to take out Monero, which is great for Gauff. Marijan versus Rinderk Nesh. Why does that feel 5 sets? I don't know. Alice is up 2 sets to love against Tabilo. Medvedev serving for the set. He just broke. FAA's at a set all against Borges. Shevchenko and Ema are in a second set. It's 1 set to Ema. Medvedev is up a set in a tiebreak second set against Navone. Osorio and Lee. Lee's up a set and it's 5-all in the second. Lynette and Navarro into a third. 1 set apiece. And that's it for now. That is all for now. And this match. Coco won the first set 6-2. There you go. Hunter wins. That's a great win. She came through the qualies and she's a doubles player. So great win for Hunter. Is she coming back from a serious injury? Did somebody mention that the other day when we watched? Is she coming back from like a serious, like a knee injury or something? Somebody was saying? Because she was number 1 in the doubles last year, right? And then she was gone for a while. And I think somebody said last week that at the United Cup that she was coming back because she hadn't played for a while. She had an Achilles injury. Was that it? Yes. So she's come back from an Achilles. That's a huge injury. We know that. Yeah, 13 months, because she was number 1 in the world in doubles, and then she just disappeared. A tendon injury, yeah. So kind of like, Kostyuk has that, apparently, which is not great. Lee is serving for the match against Osorio. There you go. Coco warming up, practicing serves while her opponent goes to the bathroom. Quarter loss, what happened? He lost. Who looks good for the Super Bowl? I have no idea. Yeah, Runa has it. I don't know if, did Hunter have an Achilles tear, or was it just a sprain? Because an Achilles, let me have a look. Here we go. By the way, beat Taylor Townsend to get to the main draw. Did Hunter? So yeah, she was in tears after the match. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so yeah, not thinking about my Achilles or any issue. So yeah, she had an Achilles. You got to think it must have been an Achilles tear. Yeah, rupture. Yeah, here we go. Ruptured her Achilles tendon back in April 2024. So yes, exactly like Runa, and she took 13 months to get back. So that's why we're talking about Runa and saying like he's not coming back all year. These things don't heal overnight. I know he's hitting tennis balls, but is he running? Is he moving? No, because that would make it worse. But yeah, so that's great for Hunter to come through the qualies, win the first round after a 13-month layoff with an Achilles tear. Or a ruptured Achilles. That's a fairy tale, and that will be shown all over the Australian Open socials, I'm sure, because she's an Aussie as well. Okay, here we go. 15 love Rakhimova. First game of the second. As we just serve down the tee, the forehand of Gauff. Return. Nope, that's a let. As the return goes into the backhand of Rakhimova. Backhand from Gauff. Again, the backhand of Rakhimova. Gauff. Deep forehand. Rakhimova gets it back with her backhand into the backhand of Gauff. As they go back into backhand. Rakhimova in control. Gauff doing more running. Now Rakhimova has to do the running and overhits it on the forehand. And it's 15-all. Mute won yesterday, even if he didn't move well at the end. Yeah, he might not play on. He's got 2 days to get ready for the next round, but he might not be around for the. He might withdraw the next match. What if Coco won the Australian Open? That'd be epic. How good would that be? As Coco makes another error, 30-15. Be awesome. All right, 30-15. As the backhand return goes out by Gauff, 40-15. By the way, chat, what's a song that you really like at the moment? Give me some music that you're really into right now. What's a song that you're really loving right now? As Rakhimova holds one love. Give me a song that it doesn't have to be a new song. It can be an old song. It can be anything. Give me some music. What are you listening to? When they go up, when they do those Instagram videos and they're like, "Hey, what are you listening to?" And it's obviously planned, and they're like, "I'm listening to this," and then the guy just like looks, the person walks away and they're just like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." Ribs by Lord, okay. Music for sushi restaurant. Harry Styles, okay. That's all right, Kenya. Oh, if I can read it out, I'll read it out. Baby Shark. Why are you listening to Baby Shark? Are you like punishment? What are you doing? You ask Siri? You ask an AI to decide what you want to listen to? Don't do that. That's what they want from us. That's how they win. Don't let them decide. You pick your songs. Don't let them decide. Don't let them decide. Once you start handing over all your responsibilities and decision-making to AI, we've lost. You have to keep that decision to you. Don't let them make your creative choices for you. No, that's fine. Do whatever you want. I Love It Louder by Danko Jones. Okay. Fix It by Coldplay. Ooh, that's deep, that one. That's a deep song. I can't listen to that song unless I'm in a mood. Ella Langley. Okay. Was that a country artist? Free as a Bird by the Beatles. Nice. I was listening to some Beatles the other day. All right, 15 Love. There's a forehand down the middle from Gauff into the forehand of Rakhimova, but Rakhimova hits a wide 30 Love. Demons by Dan Reynolds. You're listening to my live stream. That's not music. I guess maybe you can't listen to music and this at the same time. Well, you could try. Circles by Post Malone. Good song. Coldplay does have a lot of good stuff. Backhand in the Net by Rakhimova, 40 Love. Piano Man by Billy Joel. Warrior by Mortals. Okay. Sabaton by Bismarck. Okay. Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. Good one. 400 rally. As with a 4 from Gauff on the stretch. Rakhimova with a drop shot. Gauff's going to get there. And hit a drop shot back. It's too good. 1-1. Coco, too good. Nas, new album. Not too bad. Okay. I love that Icelandic female singer. What's her name? You mean Bjork? Listen to Taylor Swift. Cool. Oh, Sabaton's the band. Bismarck is the song. My bad. Prince, Beautiful Ones. Nice. Oh, wait. There's a lot of matches already been happening. I thought there was no matches complete. There's 4 matches complete. Sorry. This Gauff match is taking forever. Speed Demon by Justin Bieber. Cool. Sabaton's great. Nice. Somebody said they were listening to early Ghost records. That's awesome. Ghost is great. As with a 4-1 winner down the line, I've been listening to pardon me. I've been listening to Pierce the Veil. It's probably the one band I'm listening to the most at the moment. And also like early 2010s electronic dance music. Anything between like 2000 and like Ministry of Sound, like 2005 to 2018. Mainly 2015. Anyways, 4-1 winner there from Rakhimova, and it's 15-0. Love Supreme by John Coltrane. Okay. As we just said about why the form of Gauff. 4 now from Rakhimova. Gauff with the backhand. Rakhimova hits the backhand in the net. It's 15-30. She yells at herself after that miss. Does Rakhimova. 15-30. Chance for Coco to break. There's a quirky New Zealand singer named Princess Chelsea. Okay. Out of the Blue by Julian Casablancas. Okay. Laufey is the Icelandic singer. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Bjork. Is she from Iceland? Am I even getting that name right? 15:30. There's been a double fault from Rakhimova. All right. 15:40. Eala Park starts in probably in the next hour or two. It's got a men's match on beforehand, so it's just everything's been pushed back. So this is the beauty of tennis. It never starts on time. So if your match is on second on a court, it doesn't usually. It's gonna be pushed back a little bit. So yeah, it's not starting on time. Backhand down the line from Rakhimova. Gauff with a pass. Rakhimova backhand cross court. Gauff gets it and hits a winner. Gauff breaks. 2-1. 2-1. Unless you're the first match of the day. Yeah. First match of the day usually starts on time, but after that, if your match is second, third, or fourth, you just got to wait. It's all about just waiting. Okay. I hope Ema wins. Yeah, I think he was he's up a set, but he's down and break a set point in the second. So the Eala match, now he's down. Now it's 1 set all. So Eala's match is going to be pushed another hour. So she's not playing for probably another 2 hours. FAA's in a battle, 1 set all there. Medvedev won the first set and he's up a break in the second. We've had a couple of matches complete already. We've had Stearns beat Kennan. We've had Frere winning her match. Kessler, Marchenko, Bondare, and Hunter. So a lot of women's matches already completed. No men's matches done yet. Medvedev's up setting a break. Opelka versus Kia coming up next. Keen to see that one. Let's watch. Let's see what's up. Lynette and Navarro are down into a third set of their match too, so they're getting crazy over there. That feels like a physical match, that one. All right, 2-1. Coco with a set and a break. Blah. As Gauff serves. So from Coco. Into the backhand of Rakhimova. Return is high. Into the front of Gauff. And as Rakhimova backhand lob again. It's a moon ball. Coco gets it back and hits it wide. Low 15. So many games this morning. I mean, so many games have already completed. Which is surprising to me. How fast some of these matches are going. Then again, we're almost like 2 hours into the day, so... As we're back in now from Gauff and Rakhimova in the net with a forehand. $15-all. Tennis never starts on time, but also never finishes on time. Never ends either. Yeah, true. Vekic on Draver stream should be a short match anyway. Yeah, that's happening at the same time as Swiatek, and I just don't know why, but I got a bad feeling about Swiatek's match. I don't know why. 15-all. As Rakhimova wins the point, 15-30. $15-30. Osorio takes a second. All right. Medi is edging out De Jong 2-0 in the second. Yep. Swiatek is doubting herself. Yeah, I mean, she did destroy Yuan last year. So, you know, confidence-wise, she should be able to win that match, right? If you like early 90s dance sound, check out Elf. Okay. As a bit of backhand in there from Rakhimova. 30-all. Good artist there. Magnetic Family, Ric Flair. They make some good tunes. Okay. 30 all. Are you calling Nole Martinez in 7.5 hours from now? Yes. Yes, I am. When have we not watched Djokovic? Tell me that. Can anyone actually tell me that? When was the last time we didn't watch Djokovic? Probably 2018. Lob goes up. Maybe, 2019, because I had a job. I was employed. As with a backhand goes out by Rakhimova, and it's 40-30 Coco. Yeah, back when I was employed, I didn't watch. I think there was one match that I remember missing. I think it was Monfils versus Djokovic in, I want to say Rome, when he saved match points, and it was on at 3 a.m, but I had to wake up and, go to work, so I couldn't watch it. But I think since 2020, we've watched every Djokovic match. Exhibition, doubles. I mean, I don't think we've missed a Djokovic match since 2020. 3-1 Coco. Ever since I've been following your channel, we've watched Djokovic. Yeah. Yeah. He's probably the most watched person on this channel. I think I've watched... Let me check. According to... we've watched 300 matches. Over 300 Djokovic matches for the whole channel. Doesn't sound that many, but he only plays last year I think he played 40 matches. So, all right, 3-1 Coco holds. As Rakhimova serves again. Serving to the back in the Gauff. Forehand from Rakhimova again. The forehand of Gauff. It's Rakhimova backhand. Into the forehand of Gauff. Down the line to the back of Rakhimova. And Rakhimova cross-court backhand in the net. And it's love 15. I dreamt one of Sinner or Alcaraz was injured. And the AO was wide open for Novak. Okay. Who's on this court after this match? Alex de Minaur is up in 30 minutes. Love 15. Serve to the forehand of Gauff. Backhand out from Rakhimova is Gauff. Cross-court forehand to the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff forehand again. Goes down the line and wide. It's 15 all. So much football in the snow this weekend. That sounds fun. 15 all. All right. Serve again. Into the forehand of Gauff. Backhand of Rakhimova down the middle. Gauff with an inside backhand. Slice from Rakhimova goes in. Gauff forehand crosses. Rakhimova gets it back. Into the forehand of Gauff. But Rakhimova hit it long. 15-30. It's Football Sunday. So wait, the Super Bowl is not next week, is it? Super Bowl is the first weekend of February, right? On the 8th or something, right? It's definitely not it's definitely not there next week, right? — 15:30. February 8th. I thought so. The problem with the Super Bowl in Australia is that it's on a Monday and everybody goes to work. Otherwise, I'd go party, but also I wouldn't go party because this is tea. I'm drinking tea. But no one I know is free on a Monday to watch the Super Bowl at a bar on a Monday morning. So I have to go by myself, and that's depressing. On a Monday morning at 9 a.m. being at a pub alone. Actually, it doesn't sound that bad. All right, Gauff to get the double break. Oh, the college football finals are tomorrow. Okay, so it's just football. 15:40. Coco for the double break. Served on the tees of fault. Second serve. 7 at the back of Gauff, but it's a let. Seven at the back of Gauff. Good return. Rakhimova goes cross-court with her backhand, and then Gauff down the line goes wide. That could have been a crazy shot. 30-40. Just missed it down the line. 30-40. All right, Rakhimova serves again. Still break point for Gauff. To get the double break. Serving the forehand of Gauff. Return goes in the backhand of Rakhimova. Puts up a moon ball as Gauff, with her forehand into the backhand of Rakhimova. Down the line to the forehand of Gauff. Good pickup. Rakhimova gets it, but hits it wide. Coco's got a double break. 4-1 in the second. 4-1 for Coco Gauff. All right. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Ilko? How you doing? Now that the 49ers have been eliminated, I'm most interested in the Bad Bunny halftime show at the Super Bowl, okay? LA, it would be amazing. Yeah, who's in the... I don't even know. Like, I'm not even paying attention. I know the Bills lost. So wait, so next week is this like the finals, and then it's the Super Bowl, right? Pardon me. So it's over. It's in. They got next week is like the national finals, right? Is that how it works? Like the what? Like, is that how it works? What do they call it? It's not the conference finals, but like it's the conference finals, right? And then you've got. It is the conference finals. And then you've got the Super Bowl. Okay. So you got Broncos, Patriots. Patriots, I thought that was garbage. And then Bears, Rams, winner plays Seahawks. I thought the Patriots were bad. They call them the conference round. Okay, I thought that was an NBA thing. All right, Coco, 4-1. Of course, the first thing I hear not 1 minute after I log in is Bills lost. Sorry. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming back. Oops. I love 15. As a backhand return from Rakhimova goes in the forehand of Gauff. Rakhimova. Cross court the forehand of Gauff as Rakhimova with a backhand into the backhand of Gauff. Down the line of the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff with a drop shot. Too good. 15. Oh, beautiful drop shot again by Coco. 15. Oh. Lynette breaks Navarro in the third. Ooh. They were bad for a few years after Brady left. Yeah, didn't Brady leave and then the coach left, didn't he? Or did Belichick stay? Is it a backhand now to the forehand of Gauff? Forehand out from Rakhimova. And then Gauff goes wide with her forehand. And it's 15-30. You called the upset special, Cam. Well, she hasn't won yet, so don't give me any credit. 15-30. As Gauff goes down the line and Rakhimova slices it back. Coco comes to the net. Backhand Rakhimova, but Gauff volleys it. Rakhimova gets it though! And then Gauff volleys a winner! That might be the point of the match so far. What's that hat, sir? All right, 30-all. Great hands by Coco at the net. 30-all. Great reflexes. Like, Rakhimova should have probably won that point twice, but Coco just too good. The lunge volley, and then just like the jumping volley. I don't even know. Like, she was going one way, and then the racket went the other. 30-all. As the return goes to the forehand of Gauff, backing up from Rakhimova, goes wide, and it's 40-30. 40-30. Coco for a 5-1 lead. Belichick now coaches the North Carolina. Okay. I thought so. See, I pay attention. Sometimes I pay attention. 40-30. What a rally. Somebody clip that. By the way, we're almost at 300 likes. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. As we're backing from Coco to the forehand of Rakhimova. Gauff goes down the line again. Rakhimova back in on the stretch. Coco drop shot. Rakhimova gets it, but it's in the net. 5-1 Gauff. 5-1. Somebody rocked up in a surf life-saving outfit. That's commitment. Oh, what a... They're showing the replay of the Gauff volley. She was going this way. Chat. She was going... So Gauff's at the net, right? Rakhimova's, whatever, here. She was going this way. Her body weight was going one way, but she hit the ball was going this way. So she had to hit the ball. So she was going this way, right? She was lunging one way, but then almost away from the ball, and then she hit it. So her body weight was going this way, and then she somehow hit the ball into the open court by just reaching as she was going almost backwards. It was weird. But it was great. I mean, that's just doubles play, right? That's just all the doubles experience that Coco has. Just a diving... I mean, not even a diving volley. It was body weight going one way, and as she's going this way, she puts the racket out to just get it. Crazy shot. 30 love, by the way. Rakhimova serving to stay in the match. It's a great shot. Defying gravity, exactly. 30 love. As Rakhimova serves again. And Gauff return goes wide, and it's 40 love. All right, 40 love. I'm floored that an Australian knows our US states. I only know New South Wales and Australia. Yeah, I mean, Australia's pretty Americanized. As that goes out, a double fault from Rakhimova, and it's 40-15. The thing with Australia is we don't have to learn that much because we're so far away from everyone else. And our country, we have 6 states to memorize and some history. We don't really have that much. Europe, there's so much to remember. America, there's so much to remember. We don't have that. So we learn about our stuff, and then we can learn about other people's stuff because we don't have that much stuff to, we don't have to name all the states because there's 6 of them. So it's much easier to we don't have to learn as much as you guys. I mean, you don't have to know what Australia's states are because you've got 50 you've got to remember yourself. It's hard enough doing that. 40-30. As we get a let from Rakhimova. We're net 5-3 in the third. Eala's match is happening probably in a couple hours. As Rakhimova serves the fault. Second serve. Also, after this match, we've got a bit of a gap between now and the next one. So, yeah, we've got some time until, unfortunately, until the next match with Eala. All right, as Gauff gets the deuce. And there's nothing really on that can fill in the time. Because, yeah, Ema and Shevchenko are just starting the third at 1 set all. So, we have, we got time. By the way, Alice just beat Tabilo in 3. Medvedev's playing. Maybe we could watch Medi. Bonus stream. All right, deuce. As with a serve. There's a fault from Rakhimova. Second serve. Second serve. The forehand of Gauff. Down the line of the back into Rakhimova. Gauff. Again to the back into Rakhimova as Gauff gets a forehand, but it's in the net. And it's advantage Rakhimova. Advantage Rakhimova. All right, there's a bit of slice from Gauff into the backhand of Rakhimova, but Rakhimova hits it out and we get back to deuce. Back to deuce. As that goes out by Coco, Rakhimova gets to advantage. Who we're watching next? We've got Eala coming up soon. But, yeah, we're just on the waiting list at the moment. Like I said, we might, I don't know. I mean, there's not... Is there any matches that are starting that... Yeah, I don't know. Rublev just started. But we're not going to watch a men's match because it's not going to... We need to watch we need a fill in the next hour. So we need Rakhimova to fight back a little bit so we get longer match here. Now, Demon's match is going to take too long. It's not. We're not going to be able to... We need an hour or 1.5 hours to fill. Is it a backhand down the line at the forehand of Gauff? Cross court, good shot. As Rakhimova gets it back, Coco, forehand down the line. That's a winner. Back to deuce. Let me look at the schedule, see if there's anything. So Medvedev's playing right now, but he's also winning right now pretty easily. Pegula hasn't started yet. Anisimova's playing after Medvedev, but we won't get that in time. Linette just won in 3. We get a fault, second serve. Yeah, there's not really any matches that are coming up that we can fill in time. All right, deuce. There's a bit of slice from Gauff into the backhand of Rakhimova. Good backhand. Gauff gets it. Rakhimova with a forehand cross court. Gauff's going to get that as well with a slice. Rakhimova forehand again. Gauff gets it back again with a slice. Rakhimova cross court. Gauff with a pass. Rakhimova volley. Gauff with a pass. Oh, it's in the net. Jeez, Coco, great defense, but Rakhimova gets the point in the end. Yeah, Navarro lost. Mboko in 20 minutes? No, Mboko's playing after... No, she's not. Mboko's playing way later. We got Cerundolo Thompson before Mboko. Otherwise, we'd watch Mboko Jones. But she's not playing for another, few hours. All right. Advantage Rakhimova. Maybe watch the match before Eala. Yeah, but that's Shevchenko versus Ema. That's not a match that I'd ever put on my radar, you know? The Medvedev match is the only one that I'm like, we could tune into Medvedev for a set to fill in some time. Because, a lot of us think Medi's going to do well, right? As a return goes in from Gauff, advantage Rakhimova. Rakhimova in the net with a slice. We get to deuce. Yeah, Navarro lost to Linette. All right, deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Rakhimova serves again. Into the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Rakhimova. Cross court the backhand of Gauff as Rakhimova down the line. Into the Gauff forehand, and Gauff sprays it wide. Advantage Rakhimova. Advantage Rakhimova. To just keep this match going a little bit longer so that we can fill in the time between now and the next match. Backhand return. As we're going to drop shot Rakhimova. Gauff gets it, but hits it in the net. Great drop shot Rakhimova. Gauff nearly made it back, but Rakhimova holds. 5-2 Gauff in the second. How did Navarro lose? I thought Lynette was injured. Yeah. Lynette won. Yep, she did. Rublev and Aldi are 1-1. So they're just kicking things off. It's okay for Navarro to lose. She's a billionaire. Okay. I mean, you could apply that to a lot of things and it still wouldn't make sense. Pavlyuchenkova lost last night too. Yeah, she did. She did lose. Borges breaks FAA in the third. Borges is going to beat FAA. That's an upset. Oh, I didn't do my upset of the day. Whoops. Whoops. Hang on. It's not too late. Don't worry. We're just starting the day. Whoops. Okay. Upset of the day for the men. All right. Hang on. I'm going to pick Felix. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Upset of the day. Gauff serving for the match. I would have picked Navarro, but I didn't, so I can't pick her. Upset of the day. Let me think. Forehand from Gauff as a slice. There's a backhand slice from Rakhimova. Forehand rally now as Gauff goes down the line in the net, and it's love 15. I would have said Rinderknecht, but they've already started, so that doesn't count. Paul's up a set against Kovacevic. I'm going to say my upset of the day for the men's side is going to be... I'm going to say that... I'm going to go Lehechka just because he's injured and I don't trust him. I hope I'm wrong, but I think Lehechka's going to lose. And then... on the women's side, I have no idea. All right, 30-15. I'm going to go Schneider because but Krejcikov is injured. Why is this so hard? As Gauff hits a drop shot in the net, 30-0. All right, 30-0. There's a bit of fault second serve. It's Gauff double faults, 30-40. You know what? I'm going to pick upset of the day for the ladies is going to be... It's already happened. I was going to pick Navarro. Mukova's not going to lose. Boko's not going to lose. As Gauff serves a fault second serve. Andreeva's not going to lose. Noskova's... Badosa, Towson? You know what? I'm going to go Towson. I'm going to say Towson. Lehechka and Towson. I'm just picking the injuries. Anyways, Rakhimova breaks back. And it's 5-3. Still a break, though, for Gauff. Why is the Ella Parks playing in such a small venue? 400 capacity. Because the tournaments are not listening to the fans. That is why. They're not listening to the fans. They do not we are the fan channel. This is where we all congregate and complain about tennis and talk about tennis from a fan's point of view. And the tournament still don't know. They don't know that Fonseca and Eala need to be on big courts because Fonseca and Eala bring the crowds. We saw that in Miami with Fonseca. We saw that in Eala multiple times. She packs the house. Don't put her on court 6. Court 6 is not enough. You need to put both Fonseca and Eala on the third biggest court minimum. Minimum. Or the fourth biggest court with 7,000 seats, not 400 seats. Anyways, lob goes up and Rakhimova in the net, love 15. You got to put them on the big courts. Because we know that. We watch tennis all the time. We know that. The tournaments do not know that. The schedulers don't understand. Eala's got to be on Kia Arena, minimum. You got to put her on Kia Arena. You got to put Fonseca on Kia Arena. You can't be putting them on court 17 where no one's watching. Where you think no one's going to watch. No, they're going to be too many people watching. Anyways, love 15. Don't worry, chat. One day they'll listen. Anyways, Rakhimova hits another error. Love 30. Who's Dominic Team 2.0? Is FAA down 2 sets to love? A 1? Upset alert. Big upset alert. All right. Love 30. As Rakhimova serves. A fault. Medvedev's up 2 sets to love, by the way. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Gauff. Gauff in the net, 15-30. By the way, yesterday, Chad, I said that my upsets of the day yesterday were Alexandrova and Cerundolo. Cerundolo won in straight sets. Alexandrova lost. So I'm 50% upset prediction. Chad, who's your upset of the day? From now on, you can't pick anyone who's already lost. From now on, what's your upset of the day from now on? Do you reckon Swiatek's in trouble? Andreeva? Surely Djokovic doesn't lose. As it a backhand now from Rakhimova. Gauff gets it back with a forehand into the back of Rakhimova. Another moon ball. As Gauff forehand again, cross court. Rakhimova gets it back with another deep forehand. And now Gauff's hitting it back deep. Rakhimova puts up a massive moon ball. This is the loopiest rally we've had all day. Just moon ball to moon ball. They just hit moon balls. It says moon ball central. Nobody's hitting it hard. Now Coco attacks. Backhand now slice from Rakhimova. Gauff with a forehand again. As Rakhimova down the line, backhand again into the forehand of Gauff. Into the forehand of Rakhimova. And Rakhimova hits it out. That was a moon ball rally. 15-40. Put on your jetpack spacesuits. We're going to the moon. 15-40. This has been the longest straight sets match ever. That's not true. But close. For how many games they've played, it's nearly like 2 hours. All right, 15-40. Match points for Coco. As Rakhimova serves. Into the forehand of Gauff. Return the back of Rakhimova. Gauff gets the game and the rally and the match and the win and the point. And the second round is hers. She wins. Not pretty, but and not easily. I mean, look at this. Look at the timing. They played for almost 2 hours for those 2 sets. It was a grind. But Coco wins in straights. That's all that matters. She gets it done in straights. And now she will be playing somebody else. Felix retired? What? FAA retired? No, he didn't. Dutchy, did he? Wait, did he? FAA retired. He did. He played 2 points and then he said, I'm not playing. Wow. FAA out. Whoa. Is that true? Yeah, they're talking to Borges as they're interviewing him. FAA is out. What happened? Hamstring injury, apparently. I mean, if he did it at the end of that third set, that sucks. God, man, that's just upsetting. That's an upset, but it's upsetting. It's sad. FAA out. Huge news. That sucks. You don't want to see that. Yeah. When I saw that, I had to go back and check who wrote it. It was Dutchy. Dutchy would know. Holy hell. FAA out. Is that an upset though? I mean, it's an upset, but it's also like just sad. AO is underway. FAA's out. FAA retires. Man, what seems like a leg injury. Will Alex and Parks follow this match? No, they're following another match. So they won't be on for a while. Put money on board just when I saw FAA was hurt. What, like literally 5 minutes ago? How long was he hurt for though? Was he injured was he injured earlier in the match, or was it just that? Was it just that the end of that set? Shevchenko looks like 14 years old. He was injured at the first set, was he? There were signs of injury? Oh, man, that's brutal. That sucks. Yeah, Parks' match got delayed. Eala Parks is delayed. He's been hurt for a while in the match? Okay. There's your upset of the day, yeah. I wouldn't have picked Felix to lose today, but... So, I mean... I don't think anyone... I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say it's an upset because he retired. I mean, injury is not... I mean... An injury... Is that an upset? I don't know if you can count that as an upset. Like, if somebody retires, is that an upset? It's not really a loss. I mean, it is a loss, but it's not. I don't know. Yep, Lynette beat Navarro. That was an upset of sorts. Yeah, I don't think you can claim it as an upset. It's a great win for Borges, but I don't think you can say that FAA has been upset more than he. I think the news is that he retired. That's bigger. You know, I don't think anybody's saying, "Oh my God, FAA upset." It's like, no, he retired. There's a difference. Yeah, hamstring injury. Yeah, we've been talking about that. It sucks, man. That's why I laugh when people predict Grand Slam results in advance. Yeah, but predicting Grand Slam results in advance is just for fun. So laughing at people having fun, I mean, that's just... By the way, the people... Ema and Shevchenko were just struggling with this heat. Yeah. Predicting Grand Slam results in advance is just fun. Don't take it so seriously. Fernandez is Canada's last hope. No, and Mboko. Mboko's playing today. And Chapo. Hang on, Canada's got a lot of players. Canada's got heaps of players. Navarro out, Felix out. My guess is Rublev out as well. Why? I think Analdi has been injured lately, so I don't know if Rublev's going to lose. Analdi's not... He's been retired. I think he got injured last week and then got a lucky loser, and then he pulled out of being a lucky loser, I think. So his fitness levels are not there. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Analdi's going to lose. Rublev's going to lose. If he lost, then Analdi must be feeling okay. But by the way, Opelka won the first set against Kia. Pulls up a set and a break against Kovacevic. Zhang won the first match against RBA. Where did I have Felix in my draw? Did I have him far or did I have him... Where did I have him? I had him in the 4th round losing to Medvedev anyway. So no big... I mean, it sucks, but it's no big deal. I didn't have him going to the final. So Navarro I had losing the first round, so that's no sweat. I picked Lynette. So did Andy Roddick, so I'm as smart as Andy Roddick. Yay. And Boko was heavily taped. That was last week. Yeah, Kennan was out. Monero's out. Rublev needs a haircut. Nah, looks cool. Keep growing it. And then dye it black. So yeah, I'm just having a look here. What are we going to do? So we've got to wait for this EMA match to finish, and then we can watch Eala. But in the meantime, what do we do? Do we watch Medvedev? Do we do Medvedev, a little Medvedev, a little bit of Medi, and then we watch... Because Medi's probably going to win, and he's going to fill in like at least 30 minutes. If Eala beat Mukova, that would be significant. Oh yeah, but we're a long way away from that. Time for the cardiac bears to appear. I don't know what that means. Watch Pegula. Pegula's not playing yet. Rule 9, we don't join matches in progress. Yeah, but also we're making an exception because we need to do something. Oh yeah, Pegula's about to start. Hang on. Actually, not a bad idea because Pegula's just about to start. But the problem with Pegula starting now is that if she goes 3 sets, we're going to be screwed. I feel like if we watch Medvedev, it's a safe bet that he's probably not going to play for 3 hours. But he might play for 2 hours or an hour. Rule 9's a thing? Nah, that's a made-up thing. Rule 9 is have fun or something. Yeah, Eala Parks is probably another hour. All right, we'll do the Medvedev match in the meantime, just to fill in the gap between, because I got nothing else to do. I'm not going to sit around and do nothing. So we might as well just like tune into Medi for a sec and see what he looks like because we haven't had a chance. We haven't had the chance. And that way we can watch. Once Ema Shevchenko's over, we can watch Eala. All right. Bonus stream. I know it's not the right thumbnail. Just relax. We'll get there in a second. Bonus stream. All right. All right, jump on over here and we'll be back in about 3 minutes to watch Medvedev. But Coco wins 6-2, 6-3 in an hour and 40 minutes. It was a long match. But let's watch Medi.